Hey y'all, hey! It is the first Monday of 2025, and that means it's time to do our mini Mondays. And it's exciting because it's our first one. We've got a whole brand new binder of brand new challenges to get us started on the year just right. So if you want to see what we've got and how much we get accomplished, go ahead and stick around. Hey y'all, happy new year. Um, First Monday of January of 2025. So a brand new year and lots of good goals. If you haven't already checked it out, um, be sure to check out my goals video that I posted on Sunday because it kind of goes over what my key goals are for this year. And we also talk a little bit about our plans for challenges and the binders. I fully expect that we're going to add to. I've already got some other ideas kind of brewing, but for now, the one thing I do know I want to keep are our Monday minis and our Tuesday tinies. Those seem to be everybody's favorites, so I don't want to mess with something that we like. So we're going to stick with that. So let's go ahead and get to it, shall we? So as usual, we have always at least $50 to put towards our Monday minis. So we do have the 50 in ones. But also, since it's the first paycheck of the month, when I get my monthly paycheck, I'm also able to set aside a little bit more. So we have two additional fives to make a total of 60. And what we do with these is we just mix them in here, and you never know who ends up getting them. All right, so I'm going to set the money aside for just a second. And let's go ahead and open up the binder and see what challenges we're going to be working with this month. All right, so let me pull these out and set that aside. Hopefully we don't have too much of a glare. It is very gloomy where I am right now, and it is kind of almost the end of the day when I'm filming, but it's also snowing and just kind of dreary out. So I had to turn the lights on, so hopefully we don't have too much. So let's look and see what we've got. So if this is your first mini Mondays, we're going to have 6 challenges. We're going to lay them out in 6 places, and we're going to use the dice to decide who gets what. All right, so this week in spot number 1, we have a freebie from Go Budget Boo. Believe in Yourself. It's a $45 savings challenge, so that one might take us some time. That's okay. In spot number 2 from Build It Big Budgets, don't worry about what you can't control, just chill. We're catching the theme. The theme for our January challenges are going to be kind of self-care and taking care of ourselves. All right, in spot number 3, Chatty KathyBudgets, you are doing great. All right. In spot number 4, we've got an adorable freebie from the Dramatic Panda. What if I fall? But my darling, what if you fly? Very inspiring message. Okay. In spot number 5 this week, one that I found from Becca Budget 777, Happy Pills. Savings makes you happy as happy pills. And happy pills are just funny. So this one is a $100 save. It's going to take us some time. And I know that normally we do smaller ones, but I thought this year we'll shift it up a little bit. We'll have a mix of big ones and small ones, okay? And then in spot number 6, we've got a freebie, this Let's Get This Spread from Hey KathyBudgets. So a couple of things. So we obviously have already set denominations on these 3, but we have to decide what we're going to be doing for the ones that don't. So I'm thinking we should do at least $2 per, just to make it last a while and to make sure that we're getting good savings. So, just a sneak peek, if you haven't seen the goals, one of our big goals is to pay off credit card debt. That's not fun. It's not fun. It's not exciting. I wish we were saving for a trip to Disney or something like that, but instead we are fixing some of our past mistakes, and that's not always fun. So, it is what it is. Let's say for Let's Get This Bread, let's make this $3 per piece of bread. For Dramatic Panda, let's do $2 per square. I'm going to go ahead and mark these out so I don't forget what I said I was going to assign. And then for Chatty Cathy, let's do 1. That way we have a nice variety of different levels. All right. Okay. So if this is your first time, what will happen is I'm going to roll the d6. It's going to tell me which space is going to get the money. As you know, we already mixed in the 2 5s. We will do 2 bills per space per row. Okay. So we'll just get to it. So spot number 5, our Happy Pills, is going to get the first 2 bills, and so on and so forth. And there we go again. So we'll see who gets what and get started off on the right foot for 2025. So how is y'all's Monday? How is it going? Maybe your Monday isn't over yet. I hope it's going well. As you know, I pre-film, so I'm actually filming this on Sunday, and I'm currently experiencing a little bit of what we call the Sunday scaries, which refers to not wanting to go to work the next day. Not that I don't love my job, I do. And I have been working from home for 2 weeks, and I am ready to get back to the office. But it did decide to start snowing, and it's like a chill of 14 degrees right now, so I'm not super thrilled. There's our first spicy 5. Not super thrilled of getting out and about, but we'll be okay. Also, remember last year, I work in a high-rise building, and when it gets to a certain temperature, there's just no getting warm. So I have to bring like a heated blanket, and sometimes I have to wear my coat at my desk just to stay warm at all. So hoping it won't be that bad, but if last year is any indication, it might be. So we are getting hit with a very, very cold snap, as they call it. All right, so here's our next spicy 5 going to spot number 2. All right. We're getting down there. But maybe it's not that cold where you are, or maybe you've been dealing with cold much longer than we have. It was like 60 degrees where I am up until last week, and then it's been fairly mild. So I knew it was coming. It definitely always gets us. So it's not really a surprise. It's just unpleasant. I'm not a winter person, for sure. Not a winter person. All right. So now that we have all of our bills allocated out, we're going to stack them up, and then we will look at them one by one and count them up and see what we got. All right. But yeah, I'm back to work tomorrow, or today if you're watching this on Monday. So I am both excited and a little bit anxious to get back to work. Okie doke. Okay, so first up is KathyBudgets. We're going to do $3 per piece of bread. We have 4, so we have an uneven number. That's okay though, because what we're gonna do, I think we're gonna do like some jelly on this bread. We're just gonna color in 1 for now. Yeah, that looks good. And then we will put this extra 1 in front so that we'll know that it's extra. And next week when we play, it can help us out with the next round. So $3 starting us off for KathyBudgets. All right, so we'll set that one aside. Up next, oh, Happy Pills. Again, this is $100, so it's a doozy. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go ahead and trade this in for a buyback 5. If it's your first time watching my channel, you'll notice I am using prop bills. I do not like to have my money in real cash. I know that is a preference thing, but the prop bills allow me to have whatever denominations I need at the ready. So that's kind of nice. So we trade these 5 ones in when we have 5 ones, so that we can keep the envelopes a little more condensed, and I'm not having to go through hundreds of dollar bills every month. Okay. All right, so we ended up with $14 for Happy Pills, which is a very good start. So let's see. We can probably color in, yep, a 5 here. Ooh, or we can even go, there's an 8. Let's do that. Drop in my markers. There we go. Color in the pill top right there. All right, so 8 plus 6. Do we see a 6? Sure do. We can get some of these bigger ones. There we go. It's a good start. $14 for Happy Pills. It must have known we needed a lot of money on that one. I just love that one. I'm glad it's going to be around for a little bit. Okay, up next we have Dramatic Panda. We said $2 per. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's that spicy 5. So we actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get that buyback 5. And again, $14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. $7 or 7 squares for a total of 14. So we will go ahead and just scribble color. I'm sorry if you guys can hear the wind. I'm up on the second floor and we're facing the north, and the wind is just terrible and scary sounding right now. Blowing in all that cold air. All right. So 2 times 7 makes 14. A very good start to our challenge with the Dramatic Panda. All right. Up next, we have Chatty Kathy Budgets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y'all see my new prop bills. I've started making some new ones. These are books. Something else that's fairly new for me is that I have really started reading, like really reading a lot. And so one of the things I want to incorporate into the channel this year is doing some reading challenges, but also like sharing with you what those books are when I come across good ones. So if you're a reader too, we can be friends and we can share recommendations. It will be great. Okay, so we're going to do 9 circles for Chatty Kathy Budgets. Getting a very good start on this one as well. So I think I'm going to like this balance between big challenges and smaller challenges. That way we can continue rotating out, but then we have some really good savings. And we need really big savings, as a lot of these are going to be allocated to debt for upcoming bills that are due at the beginning of the year. So not the fun stuff, right? Okay, so for Build It Big, we did get the other spicy 5, so for a total of 8, which is perfect because we do have this in $2 increments. So 2, 4, 6, and 8. Cross off that first row. And a really good start to this one. So yeah, these will probably be allocated to debt, which we're excited and also sad about, right? Like, if you're super excited to pay debt, I get it, right? Like, I get what you're saying, but also, like, let's just admit it's not fun. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a buyback 5. Here, little birdie. And then another 5, so we have an even 10 going. And look at this little chicken. He's cute. All right. So we have an even 10. And we can cross off 2 of the 5s here. So that's great. 5 and 5 will be another good save. It's 45 total, and we just took care of 10 of that. Okay. So we have now finished up all 6 of our new challenges for January. Our first challenges for 2025. Let's scramble them up. The only other thing I was thinking about doing, and I still haven't decided, is just allocating these out to certain things. But I think if we start doing that, I might start doing that in February. Some of the larger ones that we're already working on, I've allocated out, are earmarked for something. But let's see how it goes this month. And then if we decide we want to start doing that, we can absolutely do that starting in February. Where's my binder? There it is. All right, so we put them in a different spot. I'm going to have to find some more minis. I have been starting to look for some good minis from out in the community so that we can have some here in our reserve for when we finish these out, because some of them might happen, you never know, next week. All right, so with that, we have wrapped up our very first Monday minis of 2025, the first week of January, and we made a lot of really good progress. So if you like the video, give it a like and a comment if you will. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you join us for this journey going forward. We've got lots of really fun things planned for 2025. So, all right. So until I see you next time, which should be our Tuesday, our Tiny Tuesdays, which should be posted by tomorrow, Tuesday. Imagine that. But until then, I'll say y'all hang in there. Bye.